What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope if you're listening, you had a lovely weekend. And if not, we're here to make your day better. How are we feeling, everybody?
Great. I think really Noah's the star of the show today after his big weekend. And I just really want to, yeah. Oh,
I'm kidding.
I didn't hear
I
what
said today.
he's a star every day.
Yeah.
Come on. So I really just want to hear about his big trip. I'm obviously not in the studio right now. I'm still up in the vineyard. Was here for a wedding. It was gorgeous. Like the most perfect weather. The wedding was stunning. Olive's loving life up here.
Mm-hmm.
Lola and Flo are like, who's this annoying little dog that won't leave me alone? But I could tell they love her. But she's a pest. She's like playing with me, and they're like, ugh. They're old. They're
Yeah.
10, so they're like, ugh, I don't want to run around with you.
Are they like
She wants-
watching you pet Olive and get jealous?
Yeah, I do feel bad. Like they'll come over to me, and then Olive just beelines,
Aw.
and then I'm like, oh, my babies.
We can all hang out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Except they don't want to be around Olive when she's being annoying.
Oh.
But she's loving it.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Wait,
loving it.
Is she swimming or?
We did let her swim to see what would happen. I wouldn't say she loves it. I mean, like she can swim. She just swims right out of the water.
Like she's like, okay, get me out.
Yeah, she's like, okay, that was
But
cool.
she knows how to swim.
Yes, yes. The instincts kicked in, and she was doggy paddling
Mhm.
around the pond. So she likes to do that. She loves to run the yard, just getting some good outdoor time, play time. So it's been great. See my
Love it.
family. JB's here, some of his friends. We had some people stay with us too for the weekend. Obviously, I've lost my voice. I feel like I was just screaming all weekend, but it was really beautiful and a ton of fun. So that's what I did. Rhea, what did you were up to this weekend? You were home, right?
I was on Long Island. I had really just a classic Long Island summer weekend, and it was really delightful all around, honestly. Went to dinner Friday night to Barada Supper Club in Huntington, which is a mutual friend of ours. Brothers, they opened up the place, and it was really, really nice. Had my whole fam there, which was great. Great dinner. Really,
How was the
honestly,
food? How was the food?
really good, like really
Yeah.
good Italian food. Had some pesto gnocchi, which was really good. Some short rib tortellini, which was really good. Just solid all around. Had some good wine, some good drinks. Luca was having a good time, that little cutie. So we had really a wonderful night. And then on Saturday, we went to the beach for a little bit. We had an early beach Saturday, like woke up, went early, got home early, got some good lunch. I'm going to do a shout. I'm like just shouting out Long Island places right now, but Seaport Deli, which is a very popular deli, and people who know will be very excited that I shouted it out. Great sandwiches. Took a nice nap, and then we walked around the port in Port Jeff, and we got
Beautiful.
ice cream, and there was a singer playing on the street, and it was really quite lovely. We had such a lovely night. We played categories with my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law. We drank wine, good laughs, really just a wonderful night. And then on Sunday, we had a little sprinkle. So, that it's not a full baby shower, but it's a sprinkle for Matt's cousin.
I was like, it rained?
Yeah, no. They call it a sprinkle. It's like a little thing for Matt's cousin. And yeah, so it was just a lovely Long Island summer weekend, which I feel like besides the Hamptons, which I just don't really count. Like I'm talking like inner Long Island. I don't count the Hamptons as like a Long Island weekend, which was lovely last weekend, but this was
Not quite as wholesome.
This is more. Yeah, no. Really not
quite as
really.
wholesome.
We did have some wholesome. We never even really talked about it. We had some wholesome dinners and
Yes.
and whatnot, but for the most part, not as wholesome as
No.
a family weekend on Long Island, which was really nice. And I actually got super super excited for Disney. We're going in 2 weeks now. We have a whole thing planned, and you guys will see that at a later date, and it's really exciting. But I'm fucking hyped. Like, all of a sudden this weekend, I was sitting there and I was like, shit, we're going to Disney, like family vacation style, you know? We've never done something like that as a group, you know? I mean, we will be also working from there as well, but, you know, really just vacation-y vibes, family vacation.
Yeah, it's a good mix to have us
Yeah.
all there for sure.
I haven't been to Disney since I was like 10 or maybe
Oh,
even
really?
younger. Like, yeah.
Oh my God, wow. We're going to bring like that childlike wonder back to
I
your
know.
world. I have been pretty recent in recent years, in the past like 3 years. And before that, with Marty and
Disney
then-
adults.
yeah. And then I also went with my family. Honestly, I went to Disney twice in 2015.
You're teetering the line.
No, I'm not. I that's like the total of
2015, it was 10 years ago.
The total of times I've been to Disney is maybe
how old were
4
you
or
then?
5.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not teetering any line. Pipe down over there. Anyways, how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. Went to San Francisco. I was updating you guys on Thursday because I was in the JFK airport for like almost 10 hours, it felt like, because my flight kept getting delayed. And so that was a hot start to the trip. Although I did sneak into the Delta Club, which I told you, I felt very accomplished when I did that.
I think I missed this.
You missed this? I was texting you guys for like hours.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep early.
Yeah, he was, and then he said he snuck in, and then he was
snuck in.
complaining about paying for drinks.
Actually, yeah, I was wrong about that. So I saw someone next to me, so I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I had already ordered mine, but I didn't have to pay for it. I tipped, of course, but...
Yeah, you don't have to pay for drinks in there.
No, there are
It's just
certain
like
drinks
the
that you
premium
have to pay for.
Yeah,
drinks.
if you want the premium wine.
Although I got an
or the
old-fashioned
premium-
and they didn't charge me, so...
Well, they use probably their house bourbon.
Okay. But yeah, thank God I snuck in, because otherwise, I've never been in an airport longer than that. But made it to San Francisco at like 3 a.m. and
Were you sleepy?
I can't sleep on planes. I just can't do it. Like, I just can't do it really. And
I'm with you.
yeah,
It's just struggle.
yeah. But got some sleep and then woke up in the morning, saw Trent, and we went to Napa like first thing in the morning.
So before the show.
Yeah, that was the first
That was
thing
the first
we did.
thing you did was Napa.
We woke up, we had a car rented, and I drove on the way there, drove to Napa, which is like, on the way there was like a little over an hour. And it was great.
What'd you guys
yeah.
talk about in the car?
Mostly you.
Figured. You
What
guys
did
are
we talk
obsessed
about?
with me.
No, we were just, catching up on life.
Nice.
Listening to some, we were just playing Dead and Company. Just
Of
getting
course,
ready.
getting hyped.
Yeah.
Getting prepped.
Bro, listen to this when he does this riff.
Yeah, and honestly, I can't even really remember. It was just
I was
so
gonna say,
natural.
this
We were
is
just
just, like-
naturally flowing. The
You're taking us through
convo.
like every step, but it feels like there's nothing going on. Like we're like,
It's the
what
equivalent of
what
just looking at my Instagram.
make it exciting? What happened?
Okay, so we got to the. Now I'm like, how do I make this exciting? I mean, we haven't got to an exciting. We've just. At this point in the story, we're just in the car to Napa. We haven't even gotten anywhere yet.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I told you about the delay at the airport.
Yeah.
So nothing exciting has happened.
All right, I'm on the edge of my seat here. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm just joshing. I'm in a joshing mood. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I mean, I'll skip ahead. We get to Napa. Pull through this long. So this is a family Monticello. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Family run for like 50 years. One of Chicks in the Office listeners reached out to me being like, I know like my family friend owns blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that's
so she
amazing.
hooked me up with him and they like invited us out and we went there. It was kind of early. There were some people there, but it's so nice up there. Like it's just beautiful.
Gorgeous. I've never been, but I can
also
assume.
the
The
temperature.
pictures looked beautiful.
The temperature difference is insane. By the way, like I didn't realize San Francisco is going to be cold. First of all, but once you go up to Napa, it's like hot again. And then Trish, who was like, I don't know what you would like, our guide, I guess, like our wine connoisseur, was basically like every mile in Napa it goes up a degree or down a degree depending on which way you go, which is kind of crazy. Because it was like we left in the morning in San Francisco, it was probably high 50s, low 60s maybe, and in Napa it was like high 70s, and it's only an hour away. But tried some wine and started off with a Chardonnay. I'm not really a big Chardonnay guy. It was delicious, but I was excited for the red wine, and I took a picture of the menu. You want to hear what we were trying?
Sure.
My God, please.
No, honestly, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't.
No, I actually do.
I do
First
want
was
it.
the
I do want to
Chardonnay.
hear.
Okay. Let's
So you
see.
started off with white.
They started me off with white. That wasn't even on the menu, she said. So,
Oh. Okay.
No, that one was. I forget what she gave us first. Chardonnay. Do you want to hear like?
Is it with a food pairing?
We did not have food at this place. We went to have lunch afterwards at a nice place.
Okay.
like,
Very
right
nice.
by. Cabernet Franc was after that. What's that?
Cabernet Franc?
Oh, Franc. Oh, Franc. That's a C. And then we had a red blend and then a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was great. I was kind of buzzed afterwards. I'm not gonna lie. I
makes
really,
sense.
you know what? I really got to speed up the
told you.
story. I'm like, we've got to nowhere.
I'm just,
I'm along for the ride.
All right,
I might close my eyes so you could take me through this.
We went to the fields.
I'm tasting the wine.
Walked to the field. They took us actually back to like where they got all the barrels and stuff and where they make it. That was cool just to see that room and everything.
The process, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah. So and then she recommended this lunch place like that was 5 minutes by, and it was like when we went to that place, it was such a nice lunch place, this restaurant. And me and Trent, it was just like we were joking about it being like a romantic getaway, but it kind of felt like that. We were like, this is hilarious.
You're like, we're falling in love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, from the outside, that might have been what it looked like. I don't know. So we had lunch, and then we kind of had to like go back really quickly because the music started at 4:30.
This episode is brought to you by McDonald's. Luckily, I was able to get McDonald's breakfast in time this morning, which is always such a treat, especially a Monday morning. Maybe you had a long weekend, you wake up, you're just craving that McDonald's breakfast. But you got to get it in time. That's the most important part. I got a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin in my hand, a hash brown that I've already taken a couple bites of because I just can't resist. And honestly, the perfect combination is when you throw the hash brown on the McMuffin. Boom, there you go. I also love a McGriddles. I love the hot cakes. And I always get extra hash browns because you could truly never have enough. But you got to make sure you wake up in time for McDonald's breakfast. Whether you want to make muffin, you want a bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel, you want to make McGriddles, you want hotcakes, hash browns, a high C on the side, maybe you want a nice coffee. The options are endless with McDonald's breakfast, so make sure you are waking up in time for McDonald's breakfast.
So we drove back. It was a lot of traffic on the way back, so it took longer on the way back. Trent drove and got back, kind of hurried up and went to the show. Fran is like, you guys are both laughing.
No, I'm not. I only started laughing because Fran started laughing. I was listening. Then I saw Fran laughing and I cracked.
I'm locked in. I'm just having that you were like, hit a little bit of traffic, took a little bit longer.
I don't know how to.
No, trust me. I feel like I was there.
I'm enjoying this story.
Yeah.
So am I. I feel like I was there.
Yeah.
You made it to the show.
We got to the. Okay, so here's the thing. Do I want to say
the park?
This? I don't know. Yeah, we got to the park.
You took shrooms.
Oh, that's not even what I was saying. But yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, we took shrooms.
Goes without being.
Yeah.
Goes without being said.
Duh.
Which is great, by the way. Like, I think I might need to become a shroom guy and not a weed guy because shrooms are just everything good.
Okay, but you probably shouldn't be doing that every day.
No, not every day.
Okay.
I'm just. Well, yeah, I guess.
You're like, I'm gonna become a shroom guy instead of a weed guy. You smoke every day.
Yeah.
You can't be doing shrooms every day.
No. For special occasions.
Yeah.
I probably won't. But we got to the show. I don't know what we want. First of all, Golden Gate Park is crazy. Like, you get to the area and it's just like from the outside of forest, but you hear the music like in the middle of the forest. You're walking through like trails to get there, and you kind of feel like
It's a very shroomy story. You're hearing the music.
We hadn't even taken the
forest.
shrooms yet, by the way.
Okay.
We didn't take them until we were in there. And yeah, you're walking down this trail, just hearing the music, and I'm in the weeds of this story right now. How do I get out?
Do they
No,
play your
you
favorite
got
songs?
this. I don't. Why are you struggling to tell this story of your weekend?
Because it's taking too long.
And that's on you.
All right. So
Was there any elements of the show that surprised you?
Yeah,
that
that's
you
the thing. Is we haven't even gotten to the show, but
yeah.
Okay, let me fast forward. We
This
walked for a
is
good
your
amount.
story to tell.
It's
If
kinda
you want it
cold.
to be long, it could be long.
Because now we're by the water, so I think it's even colder.
I'm really
Quick temperature check. Thank you for the temperature check at every
check.
location.
real quick.
okay,
temp
so
check.
we
Let me
get
pause.
in.
Temp
Sweatshirt
check.
on or sweatshirt off at this point?
Sweatshirt put on the walk.
Okay,
Which
got
was
it.
nice, so that I didn't have to carry it anyway. Kinda
Noted.
worked out.
Right. Did you have it tied around you,
I think it was over my shoulder.
over your shoulders?
I've never been a tie sweatshirt around the waist.
No,
kinda
but
guy.
tied around your shoulders.
Oh no! I mean, I think that's past. Like, you go waist. You gotta. That's like freshman year.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying so it's around your shoulders.
No, like it's just like wrapped on one shoulder. Like,
Oh, it's just
no,
draped over.
It's not. I'm not like in
not
a
like a
country
coastal
club.
grandma.
No.
You just
You thought I would be that kind of guy to like
maybe in San Francisco.
maybe in San Francisco?
I
Yeah.
don't know. So it's draped over one shoulder. Temp check got a little colder. I'm having
No,
fun.
I know. I am too. But we're never getting to. We're on the first day, and we haven't even gotten into the concert yet.
All right. I'm so locked in. It's crazy. Keep going.
Okay, I'll skip. We walk for. It did feel like a long
Don't
walk.
skip a thing. Don't skip the walk.
Did feel like a long walk, and whatever the first topic is, people are just hitting that timestamp right now. And that first like view we have of, I didn't really know what to expect. By the way, we booked these flights, and I didn't even look at the venue. I thought it was going to be at where the Giants play baseball. I was like, oh, it'll be a normal seated event. So I didn't realize for a while that it was just a GA, like it's just a field of 60,000 plus people. So that first view, we were like, oh my God, like it's just crazy. And we're kind of, you go into the middle of it, and there's always some crazy. I don't want to say crazy people. Like, power to however you enjoy these concerts. I respect
Eccentric.
it. It's just
It
you know
is
like
it is dead and co.
like
to bring out some eclectic
I hope
people.
this isn't an offensive term to use, but like hippies, like that's what they are, and I love it. But just picture me and Trent in the middle of like that,
Yes.
and both of us being like, how do we get closer? How do we get to safe ground?
Yeah. How do we fit in?
That's a big one. Both of us, we're wearing like just. Fran was like, fuck this.
So
Fran just left.
This story's gone on for so long. Fran decided to leave, actually.
She just left.
She said, okay. I'm done.
What did I miss?
Oh, Olive's here.
Okay,
Sorry,
Olive wants to hear the story.
She was gonna start barking at the door, so I wanted to let her in.
And so, yeah, basically, at one point, we figured we could upgrade to VIP. There was a VIP section, so we upgraded at some point. Got to the VIP, which was like, we were just getting through the crowd was a challenge. But we got into that section, very more space there and closer to the stage there. And then Billy Strings was the opener. He was, never seen him live. Obviously, he's like giant and has a ton of like diehard fans.
Joe Riley, big Billy Strings guy.
Yeah, we kind of didn't really take in his set, the opening set, because we were like just focused on like getting through the crowd, and but sounded great. And then they had like a cool like section for the VIP area, and
Don't Don't worry, I'm listening.
Okay, I have such bad ADD.
I'm listening. Don't pay attention to Fran. She's not listening. I'm listening.
I'm listening, but there's so many people in my house. Joe heard me say his name.
They said, "Oh, is Noah telling the story? Can we get in?"
Yeah,
they all want to hear.
Joe probably wants to hear about your weekend more than I do.
Yeah. But yeah, Jed and Company came on, and it was wild. Just look. I'll just say this. Let me just really try to just fast forward through this night a little more. The venue itself is really cool because it's just a giant park, and you're just like, you feel like you're in the forest. But at night it becomes something completely different. I kind of sound like I'm like a hippie now, and I'm
I get what you're saying.
Get it, man.
No, I get it.
But it really does. Like, they light up all the trees.
Oh, really?
And like throughout the whole thing, and it's kind of like paired with the lighting on stage. So like during the show, the trees are like changing lights. Like,
it's
obviously like there's a lot of people on drugs there. I think that they might be doing it for them.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just visually
for
crazy.
You.
Yeah, but you don't need it. Like, it's just cool to see. They had like a giant like windmill that would light up, and it was very cool.
Very cool visuals.
And yeah, John and the band.
John ripped it.
John ripped it as always. They brought out Billy Strings for a song, which was awesome. And yeah, it's crazy. They do this thing during Dead shows. I'm sure you don't know because you've never been, but it's called Space, where like just in the middle of the show, the band leaves except the drummers, and they kind of like do all these crazy lights, and it's kind of scary if I'm being honest. You feel like the concert turns into a haunted house at some point.
Okay.
And these crazy lights and these like kind of eerie drums are being played, and apparently they do it to fuck with the crowd because they know everyone's on drugs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, that's a big drug moment.
Yeah, that's a big drug moment.
For
so
sure. Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, you got to stay for it. Me and Trent were like, let's get out of here. Like, we went back to the section.
Let's run.
A lot of people did. And it was even like getting to it, like, because they have all these weird lights. You feel way more delirious than you are in that moment. And then we sat down and you watched the crowd. Like, we were on a bench kind of facing the way that the crowd was coming. Like, a lot of people started piling in because a lot of people didn't want to be there for that, or it's like a bathroom break. And you felt like you were in a horror movie for a second. Okay. People's faces were like,
wow, yeah. Like,
but yeah, I'll finish this night. Great show. Incredible show.
We're still on the first night.
Honestly, the second night is kind of just like, we don't need to go through that because it's the same for the most part. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Who played night two?
Sturgill Simpson. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with him.
Yeah,
he opened, and then they brought him out for song 2. Andy Cohen was there, by the way. It's funny because we were in the VIP section, and there was a super VIP section where I was like, what is in there? Who is in there?
That's the VVIP.
Those tickets, I checked just out of curiosity, were going for over $8,000.
Wow. That's insane.
And then I saw online, like, Andy Cohen dancing from. I'm like, of course.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and the second night was just as great. And, yeah.
When did you ride the streetcar?
So the streetcar was on Saturday, and we had like breakfast. We walked around trying to find a breakfast place, by the way, and the whole city was just, I don't know how this city is. We went there once, but like without a Dead show, because every single breakfast place we go to would have a line down the street, and they're all like Dead and Company fans. So I'm like, I think this city might be just like empty when there's no show. It seemed that way.
It was just all the fans.
Who even lives here?
No seriously, this city only exists for this show. But yeah, and then we went to this cable car place where it's like the start of it, so the start of where the cable car goes. And we waited in line for like at least an hour with like mostly kids. And we got on and then immediately like went up, and the first stop they just let people on. So we could have just went up at any point. Like, I feel like I'm not even following my story right now.
I'm following.
Are you following?
I am following.
I'm like lost in my own
This is
story.
Saturday.
We're fine. You keep bringing it up.
Yeah, you're the one who keeps stopping yourself.
I'm like checking. Oh my god, how long this has been going?
Yeah, I gotta pee.
I got a couple of questions.
Well, the cable car was cool. Did it? It doesn't go that long. It takes you to the war. Remember when you and Trent, when we were in San Francisco, went to have like clam chowder or whatever without us? That's kind of like where it takes you, the cable car. And so we walked around there, and I was like, oh well, there's water here. That
where the
water,
seals were.
Yeah, that wasn't a swimming area, because I did go on the cable car with a towel from my hotel and a bathing suit under my pants to be like, just in case we hit the water.
That was my question, because that was not in your Instagram post. So was that not
Well,
crossed
here's the
off?
thing. I can't cross that off. I almost don't want to spoil it. Did I go in the ocean? I don't know. I did.
Wait,
Should
what?
I say it?
So you just saved it?
Well, I
for
can't
another
cross it off
post?
because I have to go in another. I had to go in 2 in the same month. So how am I going to cross that off?
Oh. Okay, so no, you didn't cross it off yet, but you did go in.
I did
Because
go in, and we went
Because
to like
August just started. So now
Yeah.
you got to go back
Wow.
to
we went to
here,
the
yeah.
beach, right next to one of the beaches, right next to the Golden Gate Bridge. Pretty sick. And it was cold out, so I was like, "Ah, the water's gonna be." Also, everywhere I looked, no beaches in San Francisco were like, "Yeah, go swimming." Like that's not. So I was kind of worried. I'm like, I'm seeing things about like the water's way too cold, like there's bacteria, like all this stuff. But I was just like, why not? So we went to the beach and jumped in, and it was actually great. It felt almost warmer than like I was expecting it to be way colder. But it's a funny video. Like once I go in, maybe this week, like if I'm back on the
Yeah,
cable play,
then you can knock it
I'll
off.
show it. But
Well, that's great to hear that you went in the water.
Yeah,
I was wondering
yeah.
the same thing, but you're right. You can't cross off
I can't
both.
cross it out. It wasn't
So
just
true.
swimming
Right.
the Pacific. It was
So true.
swimming too.
Now that you and Trent had a weekend together, you guys think you would go on another trip together? Are you compatible as vacation buddies?
I would say so. I hope he would agree, but I think we had a grand old time.
I could see you guys being compatible
I think,
vacation
yeah,
buddies.
we had a lot
Go
of
with
laughs.
the flow,
Yeah.
laughing, having a
Yeah.
good time.
No, I thought it was a great weekend, a great pairing.
Yes, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, and that was pretty much it. We swam, went back for night 2, and then that was it.
Early flight on Sunday?
It was I had a 9:30 flight. Which is, it's always tough on it, like when you're coming back, because you just lose the whole day.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You land so much later. Going there, you gain. Coming
Yeah.
back, you're losing.
Yeah, but that was it. We're done. We made it. Back in New York.
And that wraps
I
up
think that's
today's
everything.
episode.
I think that's everything we got.
No.
Yeah.
Happy you had a wonderful weekend. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little jealous. I feel like you guys had such a spectacular weekend, the two of you and
We
Trent.
really did.
That I feel like maybe me and Trent were left out of some laughs and such. But I'm happy you guys enjoyed it. Happy you crossed some things off your list. It sounds like the shows were incredible.
I did say to Trent, I'm like, so you could still bungee jump. You want to check another one off me? Bungee jump with me and Joey.
Yeah, that's true. You
He's
can
like,
just-
I'm doing like 3 things with you already. Like,
Yeah, it's true. That's true. You can't drag them on for everything, but that does sound very fun, and I'm very excited for you to cross off another thing on your list upcoming.
Yeah,
A couple things
we got
more. We got a
few
couple things
lined
on
up
the
this
schedule,
month.
but really excited for Disney is right around the corner.
It
I
is.
cannot wait for that. We're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah.
So Noah, thank you for taking us on that journey.
Sorry to everyone.
No,
Sorry.
no need for apologies. We wanted to go on that journey with you, and we're glad you took us.
I should say like
we should have taken shrooms for that journey of you just telling the story.
I should have put it in the description, like, just for that timestamp part, like, do 3 times the speed on this.
It's just you speed talking through
Yeah.
the weekend. No, thank you for taking us on that journey. We were happy to join you.
I feel like I told that so poorly. I probably missed some things.
Listen, you're being very hard on yourself and very insecure right now. And you know what? This is like exposure therapy of telling stories
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
So you know
It's
what?
true.
We got through it, and
Yeah.
we're here, and we're happy for you.
Thank you.
All right, let's get into the topics. I'm gonna go to the bathroom though. I have to pee.
Went on for so long, she needs a bathroom break.
I literally have to pee. All right, I'm back. I peed. Let's get into the topics for today. We're going to be talking about some more Love Island drama between, the guy Lewis Russell, who was on originally Too Hot to Handle, is now dating Huda, and there was some drama with them against Leah Miguel and a whole thing. We'll dive into all of that because it was a little bit confusing to follow, but I think I've gathered what happened here. The holiday is becoming a TV show, same premise, all new characters, very exciting. Brooklyn Beckham Peltz and Nicola Beckham Peltz renewed their vows just 3 years after their wedding. And Craig Conover was seen with model Liz Turner, or Elizabeth Turner, I think is her full name. And we also have the weekly watch report. So let's get into the topics. They don't make it easy to buy concert tickets these days. You got to sign up for the pre-sale, get in the queue, and by the time you get through, the best seats are gone. Going to a concert should be about the show itself, not waiting in a virtual line. Lucky for us, we always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Thanks to Game Time, Noah was able to see Dead & Co. twice this weekend on Friday and Saturday. We heard the recap. So if that's making you want to get to a show, you can go to Game Time and get some tickets. Game Time is made for getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. Just pull up your chosen event and turn on the GT pick setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. So once again, thanks to Game Time for sending Noah to the concerts on Friday and Saturday. Had an absolute blast in San Francisco. And if you're looking to get to a show, a game, whatever it is near you, go on Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHICKS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? It is game time. So Miguel from Love Island Season 6, who is dating Leah, had to clear up some things on his story this past weekend because it seems as though there was some drama unfolding between him and his friend Lewis, who Lewis was on Too Hot to Handle and now was on this past season of Perfect Match, but is now dating Huda. And this happened pretty quickly right after the villa. Huda and Lewis were seen together, holding hands, walking the streets, like literally the week that they got back. So people were like, whoa, how did these two meet so quickly? It was a whole thing. There was a lot of speculation of what was happening because Leah and the girl seemed to unfollow Lewis on Instagram around the same time he was seen with Huda. And people online made this like a Huda thing, that they were like against Huda, and that was not the case. This turned into a whole thing online where one of Miguel's friends was on live and he was like talking to Miguel on the phone while he was on live, which was really like kind of an invasion of privacy, I think, for them, because I don't know if Miguel knew they were on live while they were doing this. It was very bizarre what was happening, but it kept growing and people were getting more mad on TikTok, I saw, because they thought that Leah was unfollowing Lewis because he was with Huda, and it was a whole thing. And Leah commented, I don't know Huda. There is no beef. I wish her well. I'm always happy to see a fellow Middle Eastern shine. I pray she protects her energy from all kinds of people. There's many reasons why we all unfollowed Lewis. Huda isn't one of them and never was. They can try and spin it that way, but they know that's not the truth because I've said directly to face why. This live had 60 views. If you think any of this is for anything but clout, LOL, it's the month, I'm telling you. So she commented that. I don't know if anybody else saw. She posted on her story a screenshot of when all the Kenny stuff was going down last week about how this is like the month of clout chasing. It seems like they were on to Lewis about being a clout chaser or whatever it is. So Leah comments this on a TikTok about the live that Miguel's friend was on the phone with Miguel. And then Miguel post on his story, because this just got out of hand because people were accusing them of not liking Huda when they were like, that's not the case. We don't know Huda. So the Miguel post on his story, if you know me, you know I'm someone who's very private. If I have a problem, I deal with it personally. However, the more I dive into this world, the more I see some people have different takes on that and perspectives can get corrupted. People I called my friends feeling as though they have the right to talk on my relationship so negatively in such a public manner with no regard for how this might affect my girl's mental. Making assumptions without first understanding reasonings behind certain people's actions and using that to let people drag her name and drag my relationship is disgusting. I'm beyond disappointed. I'm beyond upset. And I honestly want no part in any of it. It feels ridiculous I'm even writing this message, but this is the world I'm in and everyone seems to need an explanation, so here it is. The people you thought I was close to, please remove that idea from your mind because it's clear to me now we're walking two different paths. And to shed light on a certain topic, Leah and the girls didn't unfollow Lewis because he was dating Huda. They did it because as women, the reasoning behind why he was dating her didn't sit right with them. Whether or not they are truly falling for each other at this point, I couldn't care less. I wish them nothing but peace, but my road is my own. And I would prefer if my name and my girl's name no longer cross into their world. So I assume what happened here is that they found out maybe Lewis was saying he was dating Huda for clout or whatever it is, because Miguel so clearly states here, as women, they don't agree with the reasoning as to why Lewis was dating her. Now he said, now if they're truly falling for each other, he couldn't care less at this point. But it seems like the very beginning was maybe done for different reasons and not having to do with Huda, but having to do with Lewis. So a lot going on here.
A lot. I didn't really know who this guy was at all.
Mm-hmm.
I saw those pictures. I didn't watch that season 2 on Tangel, obviously. He's on Perfect Match, which I watch. But I'm confused was Lewis on the live?
Lewis was not on the live.
So what does the live have to do with any of it?
One of their other friends was on the live talking about all of this. Was talking about Miguel and Leah.
Oh.
And was talking shit about them and all that.
But then what did that have to do with Lewis?
It was about them unfollowing Lewis.
Oh, I got you. Someone was on live being like, oh, they all unfollowed Lewis, making it a bigger deal than it probably was. Okay. Yeah. That makes...
Well, I think it was a big deal that they clearly don't like him, so they unfollowed him.
No, yes. But
But
talking about it on live, obviously.
Yes.
Shouts, sends it out to more people. I mean, yeah, there's...
But Leah commented, she was like, this live had
right.
60 views. It was their friend Isaac, Miguel and Lewis's friend Isaac, and he was on live talking about why Leah unfollowed Lewis on Instagram, making it seem more that it was about Huda, but it was Miguel cleared it up on his story.
I mean, all of this combined with the Kenny stuff, these girls are probably just so done with any sort of clout chasing in relationships or even rumors of it. What happened with Janae, that they're probably have zero tolerance at all. And if they got wind that maybe Lewis was out with Huda for those reasons, they're going to be like, I do not want this guy around at all. I don't even want to see what he's doing, because it's just obviously similar to what they've already been dealing with. And that it does suck for Huda, because then it's I'm sure on her side it's oh, they say it's not about me, but it still is kind of about me, because it is about the relationship.
She's involved, but she is not the doer of why.
Right. It's not like I'm unfollowing because of her.
Yeah, they're unfollowing because he must have told somebody that he was, if Miguel's writing on his story, they didn't agree with the reasonings, then he must have told somebody through the grapevine that that's why he was doing it,
Yeah, which is also not that surprising too, because it's it was so fat. Just from an outside perspective, seeing photos of the two of them seemingly at events and posing together so quickly outside of the villa, it's oh, you're moving fast to be seen out in public.
Yeah, they were holding hands, walking around like pretty ASAP. It was very quick. So a lot going on, but honestly, I love that those girls stand for no nonsense. Like, they're
I
like,
agree.
no, you're not going to drag our names into this bullshit. We're not a bunch of clout chasers. There's a bunch of clout chasers out there. We're not them. We don't want to be involved with them. We don't want to associate with them. I love that. I love that they just like protect their own world, because it does seem like they want to protect their peace, as they should, in this crazy, amazing fandom at the same time. Like, they have grown so much from this fandom that they're in, but at the same time, it can get out of hand really quick. So I do respect them for that, but it seems like it's just messy clout chasing going on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And what about those they'll always stand on business, that whole group. And that's 100% like, you got to respect it for that. It's like, no, we'll do what we want to do.
Yeah, they're not messing around, and
No.
I do appreciate that. Moving on, The Holiday, it has been reported that it will be becoming a TV show. Not the original cast, which we could all have assumed, but the premise of The Holiday will be developed into a TV show, which I love. I could totally see it being a TV show. I love the premise. I feel like you can really spin this into anything. Two people switching houses in two different worlds and seeing what happens from there. Love it. I think it's great.
I do too, and I was really excited about it until I also saw that like Nancy Meyers has nothing to do with it, which I didn't love that, because it's like, oh, I feel like she would be involved in some way, but apparently she is not. This is Apple TV Plus is in the works to create a limited series adaptation of it. It reboots the premise of the film with new characters. They have like a new writer, executive producer, and apparently Nancy Meyers has no involvement in the project, which I don't love, because literally what makes it so magical is that Nancy Meyers touch. And like, it's like, if you're going to make it a TV show, amazing, great. Like, obviously the concept still works for new people, of like house swapping and doing the whole thing. But the TV show, it's like, oh, you can new cast the whole thing. But what would make it still so magical is if it had the Nancy Meyers touch. You feel it with like the decor and the houses and the whole vibe and everything. And this apparently won't have it, which makes me a little more skeptical about it. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, how could you reboot this without her?
Yeah, it needs the Nancy Meyers charm. Although I will say, I'll play devil's advocate here. If they were just coming out with a show and they didn't say it was going to be a remake of The Holiday, and they just put out a show and it was the same exact premise, we would probably enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put out,
yes, definitely. But we'd be like, this is a ripoff of The Holiday.
Yeah, be like, wow, they really stole us from The Holiday. Moving along, we like the show, So I think we have to focus more on that aspect of it, where like, it's a good premise, and I'm sure whoever's making it will put their touch on it. But there is something about that Nancy Meyers charm that makes you feel warm and cozy and just cuddly on the inside that we sure will be missing. But I'm gonna go into it with an open mind and just be happy that we're getting a sort of a TV show like this, because I do really think it's a fun premise.
I agree. I think it's something that totally works and can work in multiple iterations. You can have like multiple seasons with different people, same kind of idea.
You're right. They could do multiple. You could have 4 or 5 seasons of two different people, 2 different places, swapping. Whatever happens. You're right. The world is endless.
Finding love. I wonder if it'll still have that same obviously holiday season cheer. Of course, it's literally called The Holiday, but
right. It could be about every holiday.
Yeah, it could be any time of the year.
Yeah, you can go through any holiday you wish. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'm excited for that. I think it'll be cute, although missing the Nancy Meyers charm.
Yeah, definitely.
Brooklyn and Nicola renewed their vows after 3 years of marriage, and we can all assume that something had to have happened for them to be doing this, because I don't think you go renew your vows after 3 years of marriage unless the rumors about your family being in an explosive fight are true and that it all stems from your wedding day. I think if I had to guess here, because I don't know if we ever did talk about this on the podcast, and I know that we talked about it at our live shows, but the big rumor of the fight between Nicola and Victoria and the whole family was that on their wedding day, they thought that they were being gifted a first dance sung by the one and only Mark Anthony. And Mark Anthony got up there and said, I want to bring up the most beautiful woman in the room, Victoria Beckham, on Nicola's wedding day. And then Victoria danced with Brooklyn when it was supposed to be Nicola dancing with her husband. And Nicola ran out of the room in tears. Apparently this did happen. Allegedly, some sources did confirm that this did happen. So then it seemed like they maybe got over it for a little bit, and something must have struck it back up, because then, they weren't seen at more parties and it was on and off. Oh, are they at the holidays? Are they not at the holidays? Are they seen together? Right now, it seems like they're on bad terms, and they just renewed their vows. And to me, this screams, let's go have a renewal of our vows without my family ruining our wedding day. That's what this screams to me.
100%. It's a major head scratcher. You see this, any other family, you're like, oh, that's so sweet. But you think about it again, it's like, oh, this is such a massive sign that they felt this would be the right time to renew their vows when there are just nonstop rumors that the family is feuding. And it's also like, it's not 5 years, it's not 10 years. They got married in April of 2022 and they did this on August 2nd.
It's a very random time to renew your vows. Like renewing your vows 3 years in.
Yeah. And it's not even like on your anniversary. They didn't do this in April.
Like, I'm like, something's awry here, and it's the Beckham family.
Yeah, so a source told People the event is about honoring the love and commitment they've built together over the years and creating a memory that will stay with them forever. They just got married.
Right. Did the memory fade that fast?
Right, it's like they just wanted a redo.
Yeah, well, I think that's what I think happened. I think they were probably like, you know what? Let's go renew our vows without my family and Mark Anthony getting up there and ruining the night. Like, can you imagine being Mark Anthony having such a big place in this and really not even knowing,
Right.
Like Mark Anthony thought he was just introducing his friend Victoria up on stage to do a mother-son dance, but it really was supposed to be the first dance of Nicola and Brooklyn. I mean, my God, though, on your wedding day, Mark Anthony gets up there and is like the most beautiful woman in the world, the most beautiful woman in the room. The bride is always the most beautiful woman in the room. On the wedding day, you always refer to the bride as the most beautiful woman in the room. You don't get up there and introduce Victoria Beckham as the most beautiful woman in the room on her daughter-in-law's wedding day. You just don't do it,
No.
To have her dance with Brooklyn to it was supposed to be their song. Can you imagine hearing that song now if you're Brooklyn and Nicola?
That's probably why they want to redo this whole thing. It's like, oh, they're in such a cycle of fights with the family that they're like, fuck it. The fact that that's our memories from our wedding, let's just redo it and renew our vows, and then we can just remember that when they all weren't there.
Yeah, that is wild. It did seem like for a little bit they had gotten over that hump, but something must have happened again because it is no good.
Yeah, and it seems like the brothers, because then there was like one of the brothers was dating the girl, that girl that was like, oh, they thought she had dated Brooklyn in the past. And then she was like, no, we didn't. So a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in the Beckham family. And, watching that documentary about them, I really did enjoy. But now when you hear these rumors and you hear these stories, you're like, that is not good,
No.
And if Brooklyn really wants nothing to do with his family,
I'm waiting to see pictures or anything from this event. They haven't really posted anything. I just went to check.
Small intimate gathering without Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony, we can all assume Mark Anthony was not invited to the renewal of the vows.
No. They invited J-Lo instead.
Yes, J-Lo got that invite. Moving along, last topic here. Craig Conover was seen with model Elizabeth Turner. I'm not exactly sure what she goes by, but I know that, that's her name.
Yes.
And they were seen out together.
Yeah, they were captured walking the streets of Charleston hand in hand. Craig's going to be out there. He's going to be dating. I recognized the name. I was like, why do I know? And she's got a ton of followers. She is out there in the public eye, and she does a lot. She's like a psychotherapist, and I think she went to Duke, and she's also a model. Like this, this chick does it all. She talk about beauty and brains. And I was like, why do I feel like there was somebody though? And I forgot that after Gabby Windy and Eric broke up, Eric and Elizabeth Turner dated for a while.
And also Tyler Cameron.
Why else? Because that was like
pretty sure.
I think there was rumors about Tyler. I think there was rumors about the actor from New Amsterdam, Eggold. What was his name?
Yeah.
And then I think I saw some Leonardo DiCaprio rumors in there too.
Oh, well, obviously that's got to be sprinkled in there. Yeah, Tyler Cameron, this was 2020. He was seen spending time with Elizabeth Turner. Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like it could be a good fit for old Craig,
Yeah. Why not?
I know. She is gorgeous.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, stunning.
Yeah.
That is,
but I was like,
I didn't know
because at first I just saw the name.
I didn't know that she dated the guy from The Bachelor, Gabby. Yeah, I did not know that.
Yep.
Like,
that was another one.
Where even is he now? Like, what does he do?
Great question.
Haven't seen him since Gabby broke up with him. Have no idea what that man is up to.
Great question. No, he's definitely stayed out of the spotlight. Because when I first saw the video, it was like, oh, Craig walking with girl that was at the time unidentified.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw the name, I was like, oh, I totally recognize this name.
Yes, for sure. We've definitely seen her before. Stunning, obviously, stunning model. And you know what? Yeah, Craig's going to be out there dating. So
exactly.
Nice little summer night date. Why not?
Yeah. Hard to get away with anything in Charleston as well,
Right, for sure. You're definitely going to be spotted.
Yeah, like walking down King Street after a nice dinner out, like you're going to be sniped a million times.
Oh, for sure. That's the most popular street you can walk down.
Yeah. Exactly.
So hopefully
what was that restaurant we went to with him?
Halls.
Oh, great restaurant.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Yeah,
that is really good.
Great restaurant.
That is solid. But yeah, that's nice. Nice little summer. Who knows what it could turn into?
We should go back there.
We should.
Exactly. We should.
We are going to Charleston soon, and yeah, we got to get to Halls. Hey, Halls, want to let us in? No, that's nice though. We'll see where it ends up. And that wraps up the topics for today.
Everybody can get strong at Planet Fitness. They have their high-value membership that supports any fitness journey. There are over 2,700 club locations, with most clubs open 24 hours. They have the best in-class equipment. They have the same high-quality equipment as other more expensive gyms. You can get a full workout from strength training, cardio, stretching. They have brand new plate-loaded machines, hack squats, supine benches, and calf raises. Their staff is friendly and welcoming. You can also try their unlimited free fitness training. Whatever part of your fitness journey you're on, you can go to Planet Fitness, get better, get stronger, whether you just want to maybe walk on the treadmill for a little bit or work on some stretching or do a little, mat yoga or use all the machines. They have you covered. We're all strong on this planet. Join today in club, online, or in the free Planet Fitness app. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. You must be 18 years old to enroll or 13 to 17 with the parent/guardian.
All right, let's get into the Weekly Watch Report, where we talk about the things we watched this week. Weekly Watch Report on Monday, Weekly Watch Report on Monday, Weekly Watch Report on Monday, Weekly Watch Report on Monday. Okay, I watched the Billy Joel documentary, Wow, long documentary.
Wasn't
Wow,
lying.
it was two parts, both 2 hours each. It was really good though, really interesting. I felt like I learned a lot. I felt like obviously love so many Billy Joel songs, but to know the stories actually behind them and why they were written and how real they are makes me love songs even more.
Yeah, I didn't know about the Vienna thing.
Yeah, Vienna, or even Piano Man, which is like such a popular song. And when you hear Piano Man now, you're like, oh, it's so popular, whatever. But then if you go back and listen to it now in the way that he described it being written, it makes it even that much more interesting,
Yeah.
which I love to hear. So many tidbits about his life that I was unaware of.
He had a tough
Yeah,
life growing
the
up.
beginning, the start of it was definitely emotional, and didn't know any of that, which was very interesting. He had a lot of wives as well. It seems like he's got relationship issues, but it was all really interesting to learn about, and all the people who talked about him in the documentary and himself, which was so interesting. I will give it a B+. I very much enjoyed it. I loved learning about it. A little long at parts,
Yeah.
dragged on at parts a little bit, where I was like, it felt like he was like, I can't leave a single thing out.
That's me and him.
Yeah, like he was like, I can't. Yeah, you and Billy, one and the same. It felt like he couldn't leave a single thing out of his story, which I respect, but it did like drag in some parts. I watched 5 episodes of We Were Liars. Just tell her, for God's sake, what happened. My God, I zone out, and all of a sudden it's like, why won't anyone tell me what happened? And I'm like, seriously, why won't anybody tell her like, seriously, what the fuck happened? Like, I don't know. I don't love it. I'm not gonna lie.
I got nothing to say because you have to make it to the end.
No, I know. I will make it to the end. I don't not like it, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I love this show.
I will tell you, it all makes a lot of sense when you get to the end.
Okay, I'll give it a B. It's like, obviously I need to know what happens.
Yeah.
But I'm not like raving about this show. I'm not like, oh, please, because I'm more just frustrated.
Yeah.
Watching it. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Just like, tell me. I know that's I know that's the whole point of the show, but I'm like,
yes.
So I will give that a B.
Very interested to hear what you think when you make it to the end.
Yeah, I'm still behind on a couple things. I watched my Oxford year, which was, just, I love, like, I feel like it's kind of the same recipe, but I just feel like I'm going to watch it every time. And Sophia Carson is so stunning. Like, I know that gets talked about a lot, but Sophia Carson, like, is so mesmerizing on the screen. I will give my Oxford year a B. What else did I watch? I'm still behind on Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm still behind on The Hunting Wives. I'm backed up on Animal Kingdom now. I'm backed up on a lot of things. I just like start something and then I get distracted and then I'm like, wait, I need to watch this and then I need to watch that, and like there's just a lot that I need to catch up on right now. The Summer I Turned Pretty. I watched this episode 3 times.
3 times?
I watched it twice by myself, and then Matt wanted to watch, so I watched it again with him. Yes.
Like he's caught up on the entire series.
Yes.
Oh wow. Gotta text him.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say Noah's got
like,
create a new group chat.
I will give this episode an A-. Like, I'm so locked into this season. It's insane. Like, I also started reading the book this weekend, the 3rd one, because
just the 3rd one.
Just the 3rd one, because I'm impatient. I need to know what the fuck happens.
Wait, really? You don't want to, like, you're spoiling it for yourself?
I'm not rushing through the book by any means. I'm not like almost done with the book. I literally read a little bit on the beach on Saturday, and I more just want to know, because she said that there was going to be some different things from the book. I want to know what's different. I don't want to be left out of this conversation. So now I'm reading it so that I don't feel left out of the conversation of what did they change in this season. So we'll see. If I end up making it to the end before the end, then I'm in 3 different books right now. So it's possible that I don't make it before the end of the season. I could do a slow burn on the 3rd.
It has certainly dominated, I feel like, my life. Like, even this morning, I woke up thinking about it. Like a Monday morning where it's like, normally you're sad about it being in the beginning. Like, you're like, oh, Monday. But in my mind, like, I no joke woke up and was like, oh, only 2 more days till a new episode.
I know.
Do
It's
you
like,
watch it on like midnight on Tuesday or not?
No. I wake up, I watch it like when I wake up Wednesday morning.
yeah, no, I watch it on Wednesday evening, not in the morning. That is everything I watched, I think. I could be missing something, but I guess I don't know at this point, so.
Do you plan on finishing Love Island UK?
I do. I did watch some episodes of Love Island UK. I just had to take like a large break from Love Island.
No, that's so fair.
I got Love Island fatigue and felt I had to take a large break. I actually did watch some episodes. I forgot about that. I prefer if it wasn't spoiled, but if you feel like you have to, then I feel like you can. But I think that there might be other people in the same boat as me.
It's a lot, and it's a long season, and there's a lot happening. I was shocked by, I posted at the end of last week my thoughts on trying to get someone to let Lola inside so she stops barking. Now, finally, my mom. Thank you. Yeah. I posted my one screenshot on Instagram. I got so many DMs of people watching it, and also like so many girls being like, ugh, like I'm caught up but none of my friends are, and like all these things, and like talk about it. And I was like, well, there's so much going on and Ria's watching it, but it's just like there's the move that this man Harry has made before the last week. Out of this world crazy. Nothing I've ever seen before.
Really?
Truly.
Okay, fuck.
Yeah.
Should I just skip a bunch of episodes and like...
Yeah, like pick up at the Grafties.
Okay.
Like pick up at the Grafties and go from there. Because that's really all you like. And the Grafties honestly pissed me off too, because I felt like they were really trying to make Tony and Shakira look like these massive, like mean girls, like the whole thing. It's like they only showed clips of them being like quote unquote mean girls. And yeah, I mean, what they said wasn't the nicest, but it just seems like they've had reasons on why. And I think a lot of like the issues stem from like the other group, and there was like such a divide. And then we had like the families show up, and then the families had like a lot to say because they were like, oh, it was like families had a lot of opinions about what was going down, which was very interesting to see as well. Because sometimes you get the families in and they're just like, oh, we're so proud of you. We're so excited to meet the person, whatever. But like there's been so much drama that's literally just happened that they're like, holy shit. But no, I mean, there's obviously been couples on Love Island that have broken up for other people, but like what Harry did is wild. It's just wild. So I think you just skip ahead and watch, because I don't know what this man is getting away. He's really getting away with absolute murder, and I wish all the girls would just dump his ass. Like, it's crazy to me that there are the girls like entertaining anything about him at all. It blows my mind. So and I think it's like over right now, to be honest. I think the finale like aired in the UK either like last night or maybe tonight, because I saw pictures of outfits and stuff. But I haven't seen, the last episode I watched was when the families came in. I'll give that an A, because my God, these last few episodes, between the Grafties to when the family showed up, I could not believe what I was watching. Really, just between all of them. I watched the first 2 episodes of Perfect Match, which I weirdly love. I don't know why. Like, it's such a silly show, and it's filmed so long ago. I feel like everything that happened. Like, what couples work or don't work or whatever. But seeing this mix and bringing people outside of Netflix was actually really interesting, and I think a really good idea. seeing Clayton in this environment, whoa, it's a whole different side of him.
I can't wait to watch. That's
Whole
gonna be
different,
my Monday night viewing.
yeah, whole different side of him. It's bad good TV, you know. I'll give it a B plus. They play like silly challenges. I love seeing Juliet back. You're getting some of these guys that you know, Love Is Blind UK we watched, getting them in the mix with some of the other girls, and they just go hot and heavy fast. Like they start kissing, making out with everybody. It's like very, you know, everybody moves fast and getting to that point, and it'll be very interesting to see. I've only watched the first 2 episodes though, so I'm excited to get back into that. The Summer I Turned Pretty, I'll give an A. Did I grade Perfect Match? No. I'll give episode 1 and 2 a B plus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did. Sorry.
Oh, I did say it? Okay.
I
B
think.
plus. I can't even remember. I will give my Oxford year a B plus as well. I thought it was adorable. But like I said to Corey when we had him on, my God, just ripped my heart out.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I don't know if it was just like an outlier or whatever, but I saw like some people criticizing Sophia Carson on TikTok about this movie. Like, and I was like, I love her and I think she's great and I
Mhm.
love these Netflix movies that she's in. And they were like talking about her. I don't know. It was kind of bizarre. I was like, I don't follow this at all. I thought her and Corey were actually fantastic together.
Mhm.
Um, and I thought it was so, you know, it was so sweet. But yeah, I was certainly crying
Mhm.
by the end of it. Ugh, my goodness gracious. But it was beautifully shot. Like loved
Mhm.
everything around like Oxford, the whole thing, his family's house. Like it was all so gorgeous. And I caught up a little bit on some Bravo shows last week that I hadn't finished. I finished all of Next Gen.
Really?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Why?
I couldn't look away. I don't know. I
Really?
couldn't look away in a bad way.
They're
In a
some of the
bad
most
way.
uninteresting people I've ever seen on our television screens.
I couldn't believe really like, and it just ended. Well, I've just seen people talking about it in like a positive way. I'm just like, what? What are we watching? Some of them are interesting and some of them really just are not at all. Like Ava Dash, not in the show. Like she
Mhm.
just like she was around for a little bit in the beginning, and then like the whole drama at the end was that she just didn't go to Brooke's birthday because she had an event
Mhm.
in the Hamptons, and like that was the whole time she was on the show, really. Um, I don't know if I mean I don't know if it's gonna get picked up again. This kid Charlie was like the most insufferable human being to watch that I almost couldn't look away because he was so brutal. Um, Georgia is a very interesting human being as well, just like her life, and she's dating this guy that was like going to fund her club, and then they broke up. I don't even know. It's like a side of New York that I do not see.
Mhm.
I'll give it, I mean, it's like a C minus. Like I have it on. This is an ad by BetterHelp. Workplace stress is now one of the top causes of declining mental health, with 61% of the global workforce experiencing higher than normal levels of stress. To battle stress, most of us can't wave goodbye to work, but we can start small with a focus on wellness. A holiday is great, but it isn't a long term solution to stress. Don't forget that therapy can help you navigate whatever challenges the workday or any day might bring. Therapy has so many amazing benefits if you are someone that needs to talk about family, friends, relationships, work, no matter what it is. Give therapy a try. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Unwind from work with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/office. That's betterhelp, HELP.com/office. I watched episode 3 and 4 of Real Housewives of Miami. I'm still behind on that, but I love Miami, which is unfortunate for me that I've fallen a little bit behind. But the behavior at the party for Marisol and her husband was outrageous. Outrageous behavior all around. But I'll give episode 3 and 4 it's like a B minus. It's good. I'm interested. I like watching it. And was there anything else on Bravo that I was catching up on? No. I think that's everything. 'Cause really, I was watching a lot of Love Island UK. I think that's it for me.
All right.
Okay, I got the summer I turned pretty. Actually, a few more things about my trip with. I'm just kidding. I'll give that a B plus. And Billy Joel, I watched the second one. That was just like a full A minus for me. I thought I've just been listening to Billy Joel the whole week now. And then last night after I got home from my flight, I just wanted like a movie to put on in the background, and I had Final Destination Bloodlines.
Wow.
I'm not even like a Final Destination guy. Like I might have seen one ever, but it was on Max, I think, or HBO Max. Give it a C plus. It was like entertaining. I was surprised. I just looked it up. It has a 93%
interesting choice
on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
Which is high, but yeah, that's all I watched. I didn't really watch much.
You were busy.
I was busy.
Busy checking things off that list.
Yeah.
We know it.
That was it?
Yeah, you know what I did?
Fran, he had a long weekend.
Fran, you know what I
know,
watched?
but even all of last week, like during the week?
Yeah. You know what I watched when I got home on Saturday night after the concert? I ordered McDonald's, and I put on the TV in the hotel, which I like never do. I watched like the second half of Marry Me Again with Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson.
I watched that
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I watched it on my honeymoon.
It
was
bad.
like one of the only movies on in Ibiza on the TV. So I honestly watched it like 3 times.
It's the most like Jennifer Lopez movie I've ever seen, where it's like, she's like, I'm gonna be a star, and like even at the high school dance or whatever that was at the end, where she's like, she takes the stops the dance. She's like, I'm gonna sing for everyone. It's like, oh sure, go ahead. But good movie.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I remembered? We finished season 1 of Breaking Bad.
Oh, what do you think?
Because I'm crushing through. I didn't realize there's only 8 episodes. It like happened so fast. It was like all of a sudden it ended. Really good. I mean, the finale of season 1 was really good.
I didn't realize it was that fast either. I always thought it was like 30 episodes a season.
Does it get more on the other seasons?
That's why I never watched it, Rhea. Literally, I was like, oh my God, what an undertaking. Breaking Bad. Like, I'll never finish it. And then when we finally pulled it up, I was like, wait, it's 5 seasons. The first one's 8 episodes. And then like, I think the most in any season is 13.
Oh,
they're like
that's
hour, right?
easy.
Yeah. Like it's really not that crazy at all, but hell of an ending of the first season. I will give that it's a solid A minus for sure. We just skied through the rest of the season.
Nice.
But I forgot I finished that.
Damn.
Too.
I didn't realize that at all. I literally thought it was one of those shows that had like 30 episodes.
Same. I thought it was on for like 9 seasons and had like 24 episodes each.
Yeah. No,
not even close.
That's a pleasant surprise. That is.
Not even close.
Yeah. All right. Well, that wraps up everything we watched this week. That wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. The best show on earth. We love you guys so very much, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? 2 chicks getting paid in reality checks. You can find them at the